Good afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tesuiji at the desk in front of a gloriously sunny day here in Toronto. Fall has decided to give us one last gasp. I had the balcony door open. It is windy as heck, but so nice out. And so I'm here in front of my desk chatting with you instead of being outdoors. The choices we make. And I also want to loop back to the team results page. You will note that yes, we have won 10 straight Pacific League pennants, but that's a Pacific League logo, not the Japan Series pennant. We did lose the Japan... We didn't even make it to the Japan Series last year. We lost in the final stage to the Okinawa Kirin Spirit. They pulled off a 3-1 comeback, and I have to hang my head in shame. Holy smokes, Gorgo and friends, thank you for tagging along. Much appreciated. So we're in a bit of an odd spot here with the Saturday Stampede. Like I said on the Go Live announcement, it has been a long while since we've had to do an off-season without having a championship banner over our heads. But that's where we're at. And to make matters worse, Ryo Ota has left in free agency. So the Phenom, the hometown boy, is now currently... Oh, Bichette's available? Oh, wrecked already. Never mind. And if I'm not mistaken, he's already got an offer from someone. So if I do his offer contract, another team has made an attractive offer. I am not giving someone with wrecked injury status 5 times 4.65 mil. What I am going to do, though, is wait for my scout to come back on Jerry Lish. Going to move him up in the to-do list. I know his nickname is Phenom. I gave him that nickname, Gabagoo. This guy, though, Jerry Lish, he's someone I want. I have never seen an 85 avoid K before, especially against lefties. He eats lefties for lunch. This is the exact guy I want to have at the top of my roster. So I'm going to wait for the scouting report to double check to see if he's really that good. If so, we are going to pick him up. I'm also waiting for a check back in on Mutsutoshima. Borderline starter, but yes, he could be part of a Bleed View bullpen and really replace Tamao Fujimoto or Akira Ishikawa. We already got someone joining the club. Masafumi Kusano, who is very similar. Give me all the borderline starters, please. Why do I have a request on Takumu Aiba? Might be worthwhile as like a backup option. Ah, that's why. He wants a minor league deal. Yeah, let's fling a minor league deal his way. There's no such thing as a bad minor league deal. So I know I was fretting before about what kind of trade to make, because we're up at a bit of a crossroads right now with the club. We have Jitsuo Onizuka, Tamao Fujimoto. Excuse me a moment. Keiichi Noguchi and Takashi Umino all coming due for free agency. So there's a lot of possible turnover. Some questions around who do I extend, who do I don't extend. Like that one for Noguchi, that deal actually seems pretty reasonable. But I'm going to wait out a little bit longer. And Ryo Ota heads to the Kyojin. 4.44 mil a year for 5 years. For someone who's wrecked... Oh, excuse me, I'm going to throw up a little bit in my mouth. He really went to the Giants. I mean, he's exactly who the Giants should be having, but I'm still upset. Well, you can hang out with Shosei Nakamura. Another former Buffalo on this club. Only the biggest payroll in the league. No big. Clearly, they've got they want their championship window open until 2038. They did just win the Japan series, so it makes sense. I'm just peeved. This guy got 5 years, 7.2 mil? Comets, buddies, what are you doing? Better question, what are the Carp doing letting all these guys go? I just realized I should not have signed Takumu Aiba this early, because now he's exposed in the Rule 5 draft. Alright, Mutsuto Shima. Wants 900k. Would he be willing to do 2 years at 750 average? I mean, yeah, he's a 30-year-old reliever who just got freed from the Chiba Lotte Marines, where he was... He had 1 year with the Dragons where he was 1.6 wins above replacement as a starter, though, so I'm aiming to use him as a reliever. His stuff can only really be described as... Oh, he not only wants ceremonial arm, but his stuff can really be described as elite. High-leverage bullpen arm? I will take one of those. Because as good as Ishikawa and the likes are... Oh yeah, we still got Fujimoto, who's injured and probably thus not going to be sticking around. Because Ishikawa was, as you can see, lights friggin' out last season. Casually tossing off a 1.7 WAR season as a reliever. Alright, Rule 5 draft. We don't have anyone exposed. Is there anyone good? Our old friend Kento Kawase. Yeah, like none of the relievers are real arm barn, anything more than arm barn types, and there are no starters exposed in this. Okay, why is this guy not a starter though? Oh, because he's not a good starter either. That would explain it. What a concept. Tanyuhara. Borderline starter, ground baller, two-way guy. Durable, though. Their movement leaves a lot to be desired. He's a lefty. Do we put in a bid for this guy? Probably not. Someone the Bears are leaving exposed. And if the Bears are leaving someone exposed, that he's usually not that good. And none of these guys are really worth making the 40-man over. Look at the batters. Ayahito Nakata. Shitomo Yokoyama. Really not liking that avoid case. I'll pass. Yeah, we're not taking anyone in the Rule 40. We're gonna skip. We're just going to bypass the whole thing. Yeah, done in 2 rounds. The fighters and the comets are the only ones who picked up anyone. Okay, Katsuyoshi Aoki reminds me a lot of like Shigeo Miyamoto. That might be a good pick for the comets. Hey Elwood, happy Saturday to you as well. Alright, let's get into the new year. Wait for my scout to give me the good news on Jerry Lish. Hopefully he's still available. He is. He is exactly who we want. Alright, let's go 1 year team option. Let's go 1.7 mil and 2 mil. But we'll do a buyout of 500 grand. Let's bump that up and reduce the buyout. All right. And Takumu Aiba took just long enough to sign our minor league deal that he's joined our minor league team. Fantastic. I mean, we're swimming in pitchers right now. We've already done our arc cuts. So Aiba is basically on a minor league deal. If he makes a club, great. If not, whatever. And we got guys like Toguchi and Sasaki and Morishita knocking on the door. Sasaki, Alright, so good to know that we've got guys in the arm barn who can get called up if, as usual, we're still dealing with injuries. I bet you. What leagues do I use when setting up, Elwood? So what I use is MLB, NPB, KBO, CPBL, and the independent leagues both in the US and in Japan. That's the setup I've got here. Interesting deals going on. Marines spending some cash, the Tigers spending some money, the Eagles, no surprise. I bet you if I actually play out the entirety of those playoff games, we don't lose. Mutsutoshima has joined the Oryx Buffaloes and will be added to the 40-man roster and is going to be our new closer. I love it. Sir Pug, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think we're good on arms. I don't have any real concern about... We really didn't need to add the extra arms in the arm barn, but I'm not going to complain. And having some... despite having too many bullpen arms, it means I'm okay with letting Fujimoto leave. Ishikawa? Maybe? You can see here, I've got a lot of guys with expiring deals. Yeah, I'm not giving 1.9 million to Ishikawa. As good as of a lefty as he is, not necessary. Umino, we've already got his replacement. Munoz is who we're building our team around. So our competition window basically ends in 2036. And Jeets is going to ask for the moon in the sky, and I can't afford that. We'll have to see if his demands come down as we get to spring training. Jefferson Cuero. Wow. Okay, good catcher find. Of course the Pirates cheaped out on him. He's going to be a good get for the Eagles, especially since we stole their catcher in Hatakeyama. Carlos Colmenares. Interesting find for the Marines. Oh, and if you're wondering why the jerseys and everything look different, this is the Hyaku collection that I've put together and will finally be uploading to Out of the Park forums later today because I didn't do that last weekend. So you too can celebrate the 100th anniversary of Japanese baseball in 2034 with these jerseys. Brandon Whitefield. Solid second base option. Ameriquan 10, thank you for the follow. So if we get Lish, this team looks a lot stronger. Because as good as Shigeo Miyamoto is, I don't feel comfortable running him out at third. Man, I just hope Oscar Munoz actually has it in him to do another run for a Triple Crown. So excruciatingly close. I mean, he won the MVP by like miles. Hell, he almost had a quadruple crown. He was 2 stolen bases away from leading that category too. Ah, the legend of Oscar Bleepin' Munoz. It's a thing of beauty. Thank you for the follow, Kent Therion. Appreciate it. While we're waiting for the game to save, it's worth letting you know that there's a lot more streaming where that came from, or where this is coming from. As usual, Saturdays are packed to the rim with streams. For those of you coming over from Gorgo, thank you for joining us here on the Saturday Stampede. At 4 o'clock, we are going to be rating the official Out of the Park Baseball channel for the Backyard Project. AZ Axel is going to be running that. Following that, at 5:30, it's over at Skep's channel, the Wax Packs Playoffs and World Series. That runs until 9 p.m. Eastern. Concurrent with that, over at Fluffy Kitty Ninja's Commish, it's the EMLB World Series Game 5. The Angels are headed to Nationals Park to take on the Capital Gang. That series is tied at 2. Then, from 9 to 11, close out your day with Baseball Bingo. Yukarin Kazami has got it on lock. So we have 11 hours straight of Out of the Park streaming goodness. Thank you for coming along and being part of the ride. And if you still don't get all your drops by the end of this, I don't know what to tell you. Thank you for the follow there, Uncle Flip 87. Ty Cobb did Triple Crown and leading stolen bases. Is that an official thing? Is the quadruple crown a thing? And I just don't know. Oh no! Guru Vishnan hit me hard. Why do you vex me? We may have to extend Noguchi if Igawa comes back with his head messed up. Like, this is a guy who slugged double-digit home runs in each of the last 2 years. Oh, pants. Okay, can we elect someone into the Hall of Fame, please? Yanagita still came up short? I mean, the guy hit over 300 home runs, over 1,000 RBIs, almost 2,000 hits if his 2019 wasn't abrogated. Ditto for 2023. 24 wins above replacement. What is it going to take to get this man into the Hall? Who was the last guy we elected into our Hall of Fame anyway? We haven't elected anyone in 8 years. Hitoki Iwase, the Saves King of Japan, or the Hold King of Japan, is the most recent player inducted. Tomoaki Kanemoto, deservedly so. Ichihiro Ogasawara. I manually inducted Tuffy Rhodes because he absolutely deserved to be in there. Ditto for Ichido. So I guess the game has decided to go against me on this. Like, look at this. Look at this. Nobody got over 70 since Iwase until Yanagita. Only 4 votes per ballot? Like, what the hey, guys? I mean, Hitoki Iwase absolutely deserves it. Left arm a god here. Alright, has Jerry Lish returned our calls? Did we have to fax that contract to him? Paging Jerry Lish. Jerry Lish. White courtesy phone. Say Suzuki, age 39, still looking for a place to play. See, I could have signed him instead of Masataka Yoshida for a comeback home, but I went with Macho because I want him to retire at Buffalo. Takachi, why is it always traveling to India? Uh-oh, he's back. Alright, did you get treated with the 11 herbs and spices? Oh, no impact. Okay. Alright. So for those of you who don't know, who haven't met the Guru, there are 3 possible outcomes of the Guru storyline. One is positive, where you actually will see some personality changes in your guy, increase to work ethic, maybe even leadership, and some stat boosts. There's a neutral one where nothing happens, there's like this, and the negative one where your player will come back disillusioned, saying maybe baseball isn't all that there is in life, and you may have to end up suspending the guy. It actually provides a negative adjustment to his ratings. We had the negative one with Jitsuo Onizuka, but thankfully Jits has turned it around, and yeah, good thing. I mean, between him and Tanaka, who unfortunately can't play outfield, Jitsuo also cannot play outfield, so I have 2 first basemen on my team, one of which, of course, we run at DH, but I can't say no to either of them. Jeets is going to walk in the offseason, unfortunately, but I'm okay. I guess I'll be okay with that. Any other big names? Yasuaki Yamasaki, at age 41, heads to Shizuoka to play for the Sumitomo Arrows. Actual player. Had a very interesting career. Started with the Bay Stars, moved to the Lions, then the Angels, over to the Pirates, then the Dodgers, the Bay Stars and the Mets in 2032, and then the Bay Stars alone last season. He'll tell you when he's had enough. Shinichi Onuki to the Bay Stars. Toshio Kimoto, Arrows, 2 years at 1.6 million. That's a good deal for Sumitomo, actually. Because Kimoto is ridiculously injury prone. I don't know what is going on with his back, but clearly he has been sitting in a chair doing office work from home too much. This is a rap sheet a mile long. But he's a two-way guy, handy in the outfield, solid contact bat, and he can pitch. So the Arrows might... It's a real feast or famine deal there. Vicens heads back to the Lions. Daichi Sugai goes from the Giants to the Eagles. 6 years at 3.8 million. Tohoku, what are you doing? I mean, Sugai can't play center field anymore. But Prince Sugai definitely looks like he can deliver some damage. Our old friend Fusashi Shimazu, after we released him, goes to the Spirit. 3 years at 318k. Solid bargain basement deal. Ebina, who was just on the Lions, heads to the Giants. Junpei Kawarada goes from the Hawks to the Fighters. That's a good deal. Really good deal. 1.18 million for 6 years? Clearly wants to retire a fighter. Mitsugu Matsuda heads back to the Bears. 3 years at 600k. Good deal. Shugo re-ups. Tyler Austin at age 42 is still kicking. This is amazing. 290 home runs on only 1,300 hits. I think that may be enough for the Meikyu Kai. I don't know. Oh, terminology. The Meikyu Kai is the additional Hall of Fame that Japanese baseball has. Players automatically get into the Meikyu Kai if they hit certain criteria. Those criteria are 2,000 hits, 200 wins, or 250 saves in the Japanese pro leagues. MLB also counts. I don't think they actually have a building, but if they do, I'd love to go visit it next time I'm in Japan. Huh, someone's turning to Tai Chi. I don't think I've seen that storyline before. Jerry Lish, let's go! We got him! What jersey number are we going to give him? He can't have 7 because 7 is taken. Let's give him double 7s. Give him a high number. Which means Coy James, unfortunately, will not be with the big club. Miyamoto is not going to get the force start anymore. You hashtag love to see it. And his contract isn't burdensome. Oh man, a lot of guys coming up on minor league free agency. None of whom really are or maybe Kazutomo Suzuki goes on the 40-man. We'll have to see. Jun Nakamura, probably. Jitsuo wants way too much money, and we're not gonna give it to him. Huh, YY goes to Tai Chi. I mean, he's already friggin' ridiculous. It's just a shame that that shoulder inflammation took him out for the entirety of last season. He now has the dreaded fragile tag, but we did kind of give him a big contract. I mean, he actually took a pay cut to stay with us. He got his big money, thanks to that front-loaded deal. So now that we're in 2034, we do get our one save back, but we're not going to use it. Unless we absolutely need to. I want to see where this season goes. So that's why the stream title is Passing the Crossroads. We may not actually be at a crossroads. We're just going to plow straight through and see where we end up at the trade deadline. I don't think we've lost that much ground on the rest of the league. All right, we're going into the preseason. Let's see if we're going to be starting the season on the road, at home, what the interleague schedule looks like. Because I haven't had time to prep for, I don't even know what my roster is going to look like. We do not have the starting lineup PowerPoint ready. All right, preseason. So Mike Underwood. Ooh, big beefy back goes to the Carp. From Seattle to the Carp. Former 40 home run guy. Oh, man. Are there any other free agents? This guy's available, but I've already got all my foreign player slots spoken for between Lish, Munoz, Kwan, Troyer, and Gaines. If you wait around long enough, the good deals do show up. Our old friend Shinosuke Sato is still on the market. After his one season with the Eagles, has anyone put in a bid for him yet? No, but I'm not willing to give him 3 years, 5.5 mil. Hayakawa? He's looking for that little? Well, he got his ring finally with the Giants, so good for him, I guess. Kashiwabata still out in the market. Sosuke Genda. Age 40. Yeah, let's see if we can get Genda a ring. I'm okay with putting that deal out. Again, there's no such thing as a bad minor league deal. We are opening the season at home or on the road at the PayPay Dome against the Hawks on April 7th. Interleague starts up mid-June. We're going to Shizuoka, Tokyo, hosting the Comets and Tigers in the Kansai Classic, visiting Nagoya, hosting Okinawa or Yokohama, hosting Tokyo, and visiting Hiroshima. All-Star game on the 29th. Season ends at home with a pair of games against the Fighters. So, question for the chat, and I'll leave this one open. Jerry Lish. Do we give him the nickname Jerry Lish the Jellyfish? Or do we give him the nickname D, as in D-Lish? Whichever comment gets the most responses by the end of the stream is the one we're going to go with. Our payroll's down to 8th? Oh, right, that's what I was going to do. Crud. I was going to turn on revenue sharing. Because otherwise, teams like the Hawks and the Giants, we got to vote for Delish. And, you know, us are going to completely wreck this league's financials. We should not be middle of the road with all the guys that we have. Jeets is really not coming off his contract demand. Great, and now Noguchi's asking for more money. I'm going to have to wait until mid-season for those guys. All right, and who was that showing up on the... Yeah, let's put Sasaki on the 40-man. He's going to get the call up at some point. That I know. I would love to extend Onizuka, just not at that price. I try to play the game with a small market mindset, even though we've ballooned the Buffaloes into a big league club, or a big market club. So the slate is clean. And we are just zooming through the off-season now. This is the deep off-season. And as I mentioned before, it was nice and sunny out. The clouds have rolled into Midtown Toronto. I think next game I get, when Out of the Park 23 comes out, I'm going to be moving the game files to my solid state drive so it doesn't take as long to crunch through every single day. Alright, Sosuke Genda has accepted the minor league invite. 41 years old, let's get this man a trophy. Alright, spring training is around. Do our usual call up of guys from the farm. Turn off the forced start for Toichi. And Jun Nakamura is still recovering from injuries, so let's put him on there. Kosaka's the only starter who's still out for season. Need to make sure we have enough catchers. Not Doi, let's demote him back down. So now we're into the dregs. Can't call up Coy James because we already have too many foreign guys. Alright, there we go. We are not going to be putting Mutsuto in the starting rotation. He is a reliever. Yes, there we go. Jimoto still on the IL. So that's our rotation right now. Yamamoto, Tachibana, Gaines, Troyer, Yonamine, and Toguchi. Mostly because Koide, Waluigi's movement has fallen through the floor. I don't think he's able to start anymore. Yeah, just casually throwing like 100-mile-an-hour cutter. No big. No big. Yeah, Aiba is not going to be part of this club. Toguchi as a 6 starter is not the greatest. But what other option do we have? We could go out and get someone like Kona Takahashi. Or Takahisa Hayakawa. Or we give Masato Morishita a one-year contract. Alright, so Bay Stars want to get him. We can afford it. Go for it. No such thing as a bad one-year deal. Alright, so let's skip ahead to the 15th for our first set of cuts. Mostly because I stopped trusting... Alright, Ehime Honda is looking to do a better deal. Nope, okay. There may not be such a thing as a bad one-year deal, but there's definitely too much money for one guy. Let's see if... Alright, between Kona and Takahisa, who do we like more? Yeah, I think we're going to go offer a one-year deal to Kona here. Wait for someone to say yes. Sumitomo now looking for money. Both guys want more dough than I'm willing to give. Do we go for Morishita? Oh, Hayakawa just got signed. Okay. He heads to the Tigers. Interesting move. Where did Sato end up then? To the Bay Stars. 3 years at 4.8 mil. Good signing for Yokohama. The Bay Stars might actually be good. I mean, we're still gonna run away with the Pacific League, but we're not a 100-win team anymore. They're still calling the Giants to lead the Central. The Bay Stars are gonna be in the thick of it. Alright, Buster, how about instead of a minor league deal, you get a major league one? drive a hard bargoon there, Kona. Oof! I forgot. I didn't notice that there was compensation attached to signing him. Who gave him that much money last time? Ah, the Hawks. Okay, so we just gave $1.2 million to the Hawks. Splendid. He wants number 13. Who's wearing number 13 on our club right now that I can rearrange? Shimamoto? Yeah, buddy, you're not worth giving a good jersey number for. And our coach stuffs him in the bullpen. Okay. Even if he is a mistake, he's a cheap one. How's Lish been doing? Alright, not terrible. Yamato's fallen through the floor. Yikes. Genda's been doing a job. I've changed some jersey numbers around, you'll also note. Alright, first day off, time to do some adjustments, and yeah, Toguchi has lost his starting spot. There we go, Takahashi moves into the rotation, that's what I want to see. Alright, also on the way down. All these guys. And these guys too. Wow, Kyuji took a huge ratings cut. He may not be getting that extension anymore. And you're nominated to the bullpen? No. What is my manager doing? Jeff, buddy. Buddy, Jeff. I need you to not. Please. There. Your nominee's back in the rotation. Between Shima, Kusano... Yeah, I'm feeling good about the pitching at least. Alright, Morishita may not be ready for primetime yet, but he's not that far off. So Toichi heads back down to the minors. Especially since we also have Macho kicking around. Macho may also not make the club. Kojima has earned a stay with the big club. And then when it comes to these guys, send Asai down. Alright, who's not giving him number 6? Who's wearing number 6 right now that needs to give it up right now? Oh, Shigeo. Okay, so that was me. That's my mistake. Let's give Shigeo number 31 for now. I gotta find out who's wearing his 36th. Where's old number? What was his old number? He's gonna bug me. $46. Okay. Pretty sure 46 is still open. No, it is not. Who had 46? Oh, it's Kondo here who has it. Why do I care so much about jersey numbers? I don't know. It's important. Then Uezono wants 46. Let's give Uezono back his 44. Now Miyamoto gets 46. Now Sosuke Genda can get 6. That is his jersey number. Alright, so by dint of being the only vote, Jerry now has the nickname D. Jerry Delish. So Genda's batting well. Rata's doing well enough to hang around, but Noguchi is not. That's concerning. Let's send down Yonamine and Yoneda. Alright, first set of cuts complete. And once he's back, Moritake Sato is heading down to the minor league club. What's our next day off? It is the 28th. I'm amazed that they actually included the Drake LaRoche storyline. Can we just take a moment and appreciate this? Hold on a moment. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. This is hilarious. Okay, so Masato Morishita heads to the Bay Stars. Good for him. Torn flexor tendon for Kantaro Muranaka. Oh, and he's one of their top pick or prospects. Ooh, that's smarts. Kiharu Otake out for season. So Taisei Tsurusaki just decided to retire instead of keep going with the Carp. Interesting move. As the kids say, weird flex, but okay. Exactly, Dishnet. My exact thoughts. An Adam LaRoche, Drake LaRoche scenario. Also, I'm not sure if Cody is an appropriate name for a son of a Japanese player, but whatever. Brandon Shoemake heads to the Lions. Interesting. Chuji Ito from the Hawks out for a year, torn rotator cuff. Oh no! Our old friend Shinosuke Sato signed a big $4.8 million deal with the Bay Stars. Flexor tendon, gone for the year. Oh, that stinks. Stretch, guys. You really gotta stretch. Alright, so Mutsuto Shima has kind of looked really good out of the pen. I'm pleased. Alright, let's keep trimming down. So Sasaki is close to being up with the club, but not quite yet. Inoue heads down. Horita heads down. She heads down. Keeping Ishikawa as a specialist is wasting his talent, but what am I going to do? I hope that eventually my coach will grow a brain. At least everyone's happy, everyone's jiving. At least I'm okay. I'm not too concerned about QG leaving now that he's taken a serious dock in the ratings department. Turn that pitch around rating down. Alright, so Miyamoto heads down. I know I brought Macho back specifically to retire with us, but I don't think he's going to make the club. Especially not with Akio Kojima tearing the cover off the ball. Way to go. Jerry Lish is doing exactly what we expect him to. You know what? It might be Shigeo Miyamoto who heads down. I gotta think about that. Alright, so we got 3 shortstops. We're only keeping 2. And it's Nishiguchi who looks like the odd man out. Oh, Fukuyoshi Watanabe is outspoken, and that's going to land him right on the trading block. You know what? I'm going to keep all 3 of the shortstops up. Someone's going to make it. I think it'd be hilarious if it's Genda. The oldest of the old men. Alright, so Adachi's not doing as hot as I thought he would. Gushiken's rocking it. Alright, so Uezono is not ready for prime time. Ditto for Fukuyoshi Watanabe. We'll see if Macho can figure it out. If not, he is headed down to the minors. Do we want to give... Yeah, let's finish up spring training and see where everyone sits. We're going to have some very tough calls to make on the batting side. Hey, welcome back, Tamao. He joins a very stacked bullpen. So while the game's calculating, I figure now's as good a time as any to let you folks in on something I'm planning for next season. I know I keep hinting that at some point I'm going to do a Major League Baseball sim or a historical sim. I'll get to those, I swear. But I want to tip my cap and say what next year's save is going to be. And I'm going to do that through a song. This is from Aikota_music on YouTube. So do you recognize it? This is the moon theme from the DuckTales NES game. One of my favorite video game music pieces. But as luck would have it, it's also a cheer song for one of the teams in Nippon Professional Baseball. And it's that team that's going to be our focus next year. This team has had its struggles. Only 2 Japan Series titles and only 2 pennant wins in its entire almost 85-year history or 70-year history. Which is why I'm thrilled to announce that we're going to be taking them over for next season. So coming in spring of 2022, it's the Saturday Starlight. We're going to be taking over the Yokohama DNA Baystars. Apologies for the weird logo. They haven't shown the Out of the Park Baseball 23 one yet. But we're going to be done with the Stampede then. We're going to change over to the Starlight. And I can't wait for you to tag along as we try and bring the championship back home to Yokohama. And Yamauchi's injured. Whatever. Like I said, I was going to have tough calls to make in the bullpen. That's just one of them. Yeah, my dinky little adjustment, hanging a 3 on top of the 2, Gabagoo. Man, I'm eagerly looking forward to when Out of the Park Baseball 23 lands and Perfect Team 23. I would not be shocked if we just go wall to wall with Stream Team content that day. You're going to have Gorgo ripping packs, Skep doing tournaments, me launching my clubs, Dishnet with the next edition of Twipped. Ganba and Yukarin are probably going to come up with something really clever. FKN with the next edition of EMLB. We could all try and arrange it so we all have it all going on like one weekend. Yeah, 12-hour streaming coming, Skip. Yeah, probably. All right, so we got our updates. Gaines' movement potential is increased, so I hope that change-up develops. The fact that it hasn't yet is a little concerning, but the hammer's been so good, why would I do anything else? Alright, good to see Nishiguchi's figured it out. Quan, buddy, what are you doing? Alright, so he may have a short leash at this point. QG, it's going to have to skip a start, whatever. So Toe's healthy again, but I'm probably going to... Alright, so... yeah, Ofer in terms of hits, he's going down to the minor league club. I'm a little peeved that Yonamine's injury ate so much of his ratings. I mean, everything went down. YY2 has taken a serious step back. Which is great because I was worried he was going to get a huge boost in arbitration. We'll see. So, like, okay, so Kwan's batting like Plonk, so's Munoz. Rotation looks solid. Shima looks like he's going to be a beast out of the bullpen. All right. We got to make 2 cuts each, or 1 cut in the pitching and 3 cuts in the batters. Is it Matsuda? Is it Fujioka? I mean, this is highly subject to change because people are going to get injured all the dang time. Let's give Fujimoto a little chance down in the minor leagues to rest up. Yeah, Macho, I know he's upset. This is how I force him to retire. Kojima is going to stick around. Well done, sir. I don't think Genda's going to make it. I mean, it was just a minor league deal. We're not losing much, and we still got Noguchi and Kwan as our captains. I don't mind that. And then out of the outfielders, probably going to end up being Adachi. Yeah, I think it's going to be Adachi who heads down. As per usual. So where did Katsunori Haraguchi wind up? He went to the indie leagues. Alright, so Lish is doing exactly what we expected him to. Luis Rengifo goes to the Hawks. Man, Fukuoka is going to be another pain in the butt this season, aren't they? All right. It is opening day. Juan Andreu's on the top 20. He's going to be ready to come up to the minor league club soon, I can tell. And we still got Toichi Morishita and Akio Morishita ready to come up soon. Kazuya Ota with the big beefy power bat, Daiki Sasaki. Alright, we are going to be playing opening day at the PayPay Dome. We don't have an announcement of the starting rotate or the lineup. We don't have the PowerPoint. We'll make do. So, sound the trumpets. Let's get into this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the PayPay Dome for opening day. Interesting setup from the Hawks. Carlos Jorge has been with this team for ages, but stuck in the minors. He's age 30, and he keeps yo-yoing. It's the Joker, Jokichi Matsui, against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Batting first, it's the shortstop, Naoichi Nishiguchi. Laced to the first baseman, Shu Masuda. He will take it himself, one away. Stephen Kwan in his third year with the club. That's going to go to the left fielder. Diving play by Kota Inoue, and he's able to make it. That'll bring up the DH, Jitsuo Onizuka, the 1-2. And Joker gets the strikeout. 1-2-3 inning for the Buffaloes here. Here's the 2-0 to Igarashi. Popped up behind second base. Taguchi races in and makes the play. Here's Kyoshi Sato, the right fielder today. Dangerous batter. The 0-2 from Yamamoto, and he's plunked. That's what they call in the game a dead-do-boru. That'll bring up newly signed DH, Luis Rengifo. The 1-2, pop the fly ball center field. Taguchi ranges to his right, 2 down. Here's Kota Inoue. The 0-1 pitch. Umino's up throwing, but Kyoshi Sato's too fast. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Minogashi Sanshin. 93 on the radar gun. Second base, Oscar Bleepin Munoz. Popped up. Shu Masuda calls for it. Behind first base. First baseman, Tanaka. First game wearing his new jersey number 3 instead of 38. That'll bring up the right fielder, Takechi Egawa. Fly ball left side, Inoue comes in. 1-2-3 inning. Neither side willing to blink so far. Here's the catcher, Kota Makihara. Full count. Outside, ball 4. That'll bring up the third baseman, Hatsuo Moriyama. Fly ball right side, Egawa comes in. 1 down. Here's the very dangerous Shu Masuda. 2-1. High drive deep to left field, and that one is gone to the Owendon. Oh, wait. Caught on the track by Stephen Kwan. Bad camera angle. Oh, that looked like it could have gone out. Whew. Okumoto, the center fielder, popped up just in front of second base. Nishiguchi makes the play. Here's the new signing for the Oryx Buffaloes, Jerry Lish, the third baseman, wearing number 77. Hard hit on the ground, Igarashi to his left. 1 away. Here's Taguchi, the center fielder, flared into right field for the game's first hit. Taguchi can run. That's what he's going to do here. Makihara does not have that strong of an arm. Inside, ball 4 to Takashi Umino, the catcher. That'll bring up Nishiguchi here. It's a perfect sacrifice bunt. Both runners advance. And they're going to walk Stephen Kwan. Dangerous situation to be in here. Here's Jitsuo Onizuka. You know he wants to get one out of here. Three straight balls. On the ground, Igarashi to his right. Loaded bases, no score. Here's the shortstop, the number 9 hitter for the Hawks, Carlos Jorge.
Strike 3.
Karaburi Sanchin. YY with his second strikeout of the day. Here comes Igarashi now. 3-0 count. Inside, ball 4 with the sinker. Kyoshi Sato, the right fielder now, flares this one into right. Igawa charges in. 2 down. I'll bring up Rengifo, the 2-2. Laced into right field. Line drive base hit. Igawa's up throwing. Igarashi makes it to third. Here's Kota Inoue. Tying run, or the go-ahead run, is 90 feet away. The 1-2 popped up just in front of the mound. Tanaka charging in. Both teams dancing between the raindrops here. Munoz swinging on first pitch. Third baseman Moriyama puts him away. Tanaka drives this one to the second baseman Igarashi. Igawa in an 0-2 hole. Flared into left. Kota gets the job done. Fast-moving game so far. Full count to the catcher, Makihara.
Strike 3.
Karaburi Sanchin. Yamamoto wheeling and dealing. 2-1 to Moriyama. Laced into right field. Opposite field hit. Here's Big Shu Masuda. They're going to go weak shift left and hope for the double play ball. Moriyama steals second base. 2 stolen bases now off Takashi Umino. And with first base open, that's a third walk for Yamamoto. That'll bring up Tsubasa Tokumoto now. Trying to get a ball on the ground. That's popped up behind second base. Nishiguchi hauls it in, 2 down. 2-2 to Jorge. And it's the second hit by pitch of the game for Yamamoto. Igarashi lines it past Lish at third base. 1 run will score. Here comes the trailing runner. It's a 2-0 lead for the Hawks. Sato drives it deep to left field. Kwan is at the track, and he will get there in time.
Strike 3.
Lish has struck out swinging. Second strikeout of the game for the Joker. Close play at first, but Masuda to Matsui makes it happen. Umino lofts this one into right. Long run for Igarashi, but he makes the play. Rengifo down on strikes. That's the fourth walk of the game for Yamamoto, and that will draw a bullpen, or a change from the bullpen. Takanibu Matsuda, converted starter, coming in. Ground ball pitcher, electric arm, up the middle, and that's an unassisted 6-3 double play. Exactly what the Buffs needed there to try and keep this a close game. Nishiguchi lost this one. Jorge over his shoulder hauls it in. Stephen Kwan down to the third baseman Moriyama. 2 down. Onizuka flared into the right field corner. That's going to fall in for a base hit. 2-out single for Jeets. Oscar Munoz on the ground to Jorge. He's going to go the short way to Igarashi at second. Taguchi charges in on this Moriyama fly ball. The 2-2 to Shu. Past Munoz and into center field. Matsuda wants a ground ball here. On the ground, Lish to Munoz, but no. Oh no, Munoz is injured again? Oh, buddy, you're killing me here. Alright, so Nishiguchi to second base. Iwata is going to come in and play short. Tanaka is going to take this one and pass it off to Matsuda. Still 2-0 Hawks. So far, Joker's been quietly effective. 68 pitches here on the top of the 7th. Only allowed the 2 hits. Jerry Lish inside outs this one to the right fielder. Igarashi with a hard hit ball, chasing Taguchi back, but is not deep enough to do anything with it. Kyoshi Sato now. Flared, but playable, Lish gets the job done. Matsuda's been quietly effective so far. Rengifo swings on a 3-1. Iwata can't come up with it. Little number up the middle of the diamond. That'll bring up Kota Inoue. The 1-2.
Strike 3.
Kanaburi Sanshin. Still 2-0 for the Hawks here in the top of the 8th. Umino flies this one to center. Diving play by Tokumoto, and he gets it there. Now the second baseman, Nishiguchi. Lined up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Drops in for a base hit. Stephen Kwan now. Up the middle. Igarashi is able to make the play. Throws it to Jorge. Credit where credit is due. Matsui's been pitching a gem here. Takanibu Matsuda making his case for rejoining the rotation. Shumasuda drops this one into left field for the first extra base hit of the game. Let's get Yamanaka warmed up. Just in case this gets ugly. The 1-2 to Tokumoto. Karaburi Sanshin. Alright, so let's sit down Yamanaka. And let's get Shima prepped just in case we take the lead. Tetsuya Kaneshiro, the closer, comes in for the Hawks. He's going to face Onizuka, a likely pinch hitter, and then Tsubasaburo Tanaka. Full count for Jeets. Called strike 3, 98 on the outside. Pinch hitter has been announced. It will be Hiroshi Gushiken. First pitch swinging. Fly ball to the left. Inoue makes it 2 down. Here's Tanaka, the last hope for the Buffaloes here. On the ground to Shu. That's the ball game. The Hawks complete the shutout. The Joker goes 8 innings. Only requiring 84 pitches. Munoz injured in a collision at the base. Ayah. Not good. Bad, not good. I am keeping an eye on the time. We are going to go flip over to Perfect Team in a little while, and I would appreciate maybe some of the stream team lending a hand with my mainline club. Ah, another herniated disc. Okay. Fun. Let's give Moritake Sato a call up then. And move Nishiguchi over to second base. Alright, looks like we're going to give Akio Kojima some starts. Ugh, we got walked off. And we spoil the sweep, at least. Troyer with 5 good innings pitched. The gang coming alive. Kojima with his first major league home run. Way to go there. All right, so not the greatest start to the season. Let's skip through the first month and we'll take a game in May. Home game or something. Just after I keep repeating, it's still early. Yamamoto, 6-0 shutout over the Hawks. Yes. Munoz eligible to come back. Sato walks 3 times in a win. So with Munoz healthy again, who does go down? Oh man, Jeets' extension is gonna be... Oh! Like, this is a career sticking around with the club extension. He's durable, though. So, hasn't had injury in like 7 years. That I'm comfortable with. With a no trade clause? Oh, geez. Gang, help. I'd be willing to go for, like, more money and a shorter term, to be honest. Jeets wants to stay here and retire a Buffalo. And you know what? If he wants the no trade, he's going to have to take a haircut. All right, Jeets, you've earned it. Oh, right, I still have to activate Munoz. Ahaha, yeah, let's send Miyamoto down. Jitsuo Onizuka, sticking around long term. 8 years, $30 million. The last two are vesting options, so they're not, like, terrible. How's that for your competition window? Noguchi... 1-year prove-it deal. How does 2-year and a team option sound? I'm just giving money away at this point, like, geez. Yeah, I don't think Ishikawa and Fujimoto are going to get extensions, not with the way that my coach is using them. Alright, so with Shima temporarily out, we're going to give Fujimoto a call-up. Koide is going to be our closer. Wah! Yuto Furuya, torn rotator cuff. Keiji Noguchi will be sticking around for 3 years at almost $5 million. That's a very team-friendly deal. 2 years plus a team option? Yeah. And that lines him up with the end of our competition window. Oh, for booting up cold. So with Yamauchi healthy again. I think he's just going to go down to the minors. Can we not suffer a sweep against the Lions? Guys, you're murdering me here. So not the best start. In fact, this may be the worst single month we've had in this game in a decade. Still early, I know. You and I both know that. But at least we're not the Tigers. 4-15 to start the season. Yikes. But Munoz has not been himself. Lish has not been as good as advertised. Munoz has not figured it out yet. Igawa's been playing like trash. Or subpar at least. And we haven't faced any lefties to even give Noguchi a chance to get into the game. I forgot to do my updates of everyone's stat line. I always do this just to make sure. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, that is right. Mizuka is still going to be a speedster. Tanaka does not run. Kojima, the new guy, steal a little bit more frequently. Munoz is still Munoz. Lish. Sato is going to be a bit more of a speedster than usual. Iwata does not know how to run. Shiguchi is going to be a menace. Quan's still able to beat out the base paths. Gushiken is going to be super aggressive on the base paths. I love to see that. Taguchi. Egawa. Nobody remembers how to bunt these days? Like, come on. And Noguchi is going to be fleet of foot. Okay. So that was frustrating. Let's see if we can get through this game quick. Kojima has 3 dingers? Wow. Attaboy, Akiyo. Alright, you know what? We are going to Yeah, it looks like Noguchi is going to draw in instead of Egawa. We're going to play one more game. Hopefully this will be a quick one. Welcome to S-Con Field, Hokkaido. Michinao Soga. Starting pitcher for the Fighters. Jitsu Onizuka deep to right and gone. Yeah, Jeets, earn that contract extension, homie. Munoz with a deep drive to center. That's off the top of the wall. He's going to pull up into second base. Tanaka with an RBI chance here. And he's going to strike out looking on a slider. So QG stake to an early lead. This one's popped up in foul territory. Tanaka gets the job done. There's a shortstop, Junpei Kawadata, new signing from the Fighters, or for the Fighters. This is popped up on the infield. Sato calls for it. You'll notice Jerry Lish has the day off. Moritake Sato
Strike 3.
has the call at third base. Here's Noguchi, newly signed to an extension for 3 years. He's going to float this one over the head of the shortstop. Base hit. Leadoff single. And even though it's a pickoff, Noguchi's still in there safe. He's just so good at this. Hit and run is on. Taguchi drops this one to center field, and Noguchi's speed is going to drive in another run. Umino inside outs this one. It's 3-6-3 double play. Here's the third baseman, Sato.
Strike 3.
2-0 Buffaloes now. DHing today is Jordan Westberg. Here's the 0-1 from QG. High drive into left field. Kwan is able to haul it in. Center fielder, Kuroki. Fly ball to center. Taguchi charges in. 2 away. There's the second baseman, Motoya Nakamura. (3-1) from QG here. Inside, ball 4. Narihira Shimasaki, first baseman. Potent power threat. On the ground, Tanaka takes it himself. Back to the top of the order for the Buffs. Top of the third. Nishiguchi with a line drive. That's over the head of the right fielder. Naoichi is on his horse. He's going to, not letting up at all, he's going to go all the way to third. It's a leadoff triple for the shortstop. Do we try a bunt? Kwan squares to bunt. They go home and erase Nishiguchi. Jitsuo Onizuka, high drive to center field. 2 down. I'm going to regret that choice, aren't I? Oscar Munoz inside outs this one. Second hit of the day.
Safe.
Close play. Kwon able to hold up at third. Or get there safe at third. Tanaka grounds it to the first baseman who barely needs to move. Here's third baseman Goto.
Strike 3.
Karabari Sanchin. Catcher Harada. He's been victimized a little bit so far. Fastball away, ball 4. Trying to get at something on the ground here. There it is. Sato can't make a play. It's too slow rolling. The 2-2 to Kawarada. On the ground. This one should turn 2. Round the horn. Noguchi has struck out. Taguchi laces this one to right. That's just in front of the right fielder. So EVC and NYC, I believe this one is called The Wave. It's available on the Out of the Park forums. I added the scoreboard graphic and the Japanese flag to turn it into Escon Field, Hokkaido. Because that city is, you know, they moved to Kita Hiroshima. Hokkaido's known for its scenery. Did Kwon get enough of this one? No, that one dies at the track. I'm sorry, that was Umino. Sato inside outs this one. Left fielder is going to play it on the hop. Here's Nishiguchi. The double steal is on. Sato and Taguchi both able to come away with the steal. And Sato's not exactly fast. But Nishiguchi will strike out. 8 base hits so far for the Buffs, only 2 runs. Tachibana had a long wait there. Colas pops this one up. Noguchi comes in. 1 down. Jordan Westberg in an 0-2 hole. Knocked on the ground. Nishiguchi up throwing. 2 away. We'll bring up the center fielder, Kuroki. Karaburi Sanshin. Kwon lifts this one to left. That's playable for Colas. I'm sorry, for Kochi. Onizuka handed this team the lead early. He's going to duck snort this one. Not far enough. Nakamura able to come up with it. Oscar Munoz, high drive to the right center. Center fielder Kuroki is able to make the play. So far, so good for QG and the Buffs. 4th strikeout of the day. On the ground, Munoz to his left. 2 down. Keigoto, the 2-2 from QG. Fly ball right side. Noguchi comes in. Another quick 1-2-3 inning. QG's only thrown 63 pitches. Tanaka 0 for 3 now. Noguchi laces this one into left field, base hit. Second hit of the day for Keiichi. But that will be a double play, 4-6-3.
Strike three.
Called strike three. Oh, Harada decided to get into an argument. The catcher has been tossed from the game. I've never seen that before. Gets the crowd all riled up.
Strike three.
Oh, Kyuji is pitching a gem here. Fly ball right side. Noguchi races back, but he's able to get there in time. Soji Sugihara takes over behind the plate. Here's Umino now in a bit of a funk. That's a base hit. Lead-off single to start things off. Moritake Sato will ground into a double play, though. Ishiguchi lofts this one into right. Yeah, I found videos of all the different Raki Seban, or the Lucky Seven, or the seventh inning stretches for all the Japanese teams. I think the sound pack is somewhere on the Out of the Park forums as well. They don't all just do Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Ooh, he held up. That's going to get some action in the Buffalo's bullpen. As Masafumi Kusano starts to get loose. Here's the 1-0 to Kuroki. High drive deep to left field, way back and way gone. And yeah, AVC and NYC. I'm glad you appreciate the sound effects. Yeah, the continual drumming chants going on. I'd love to do that. I feel like that'd be a lot of noise going on in the stream. I've been to many games. My claim to fame, Karabari-san Shin, thank you, is that I went to 12 NPB games in 12 stadiums over 19 days, all by train. So I'm going to put a link in the chat right now. This was the travel blog I did. Go take a look. All right, Kyuji's cooked. And you know what? We're going to give him a chance to get one more out. And it's just going to be a base hit up the middle. All right, that's enough. I've seen enough. Nice try, Kyuji. Kusano. Slam the door shut, please. Ishiguchi takes it himself to second. One pitch, that's the end of the inning. Unfortunately, we are now tied. Kwan laces this in the right field. Oh, you did get to see Otani, nice. I got to see Yoshinobu Yamamoto. You know, the guy whose jersey I'm wearing. Jitsuo, deep to right center field. That's going to hit the wall. But still, he's not letting up at all. He's going to pull into third. It's a go-ahead triple. Timeri, Jitsu! Oh! Motoi Nakamura comes in. Infield is in for Oscar Munoz. Already got burned by the bunt once. Munoz just going to punch this into left field. Easiest RBI. 4-2 Buffs. Tanaka up the middle. That's going to fall in for a base hit. You can tell the gears are starting to shake loose here a little. Munoz is off and running, and he's going to steal third. Sugihara gets victimized. Noguchi hammered on the ground past the third baseman and into the corner. Second and third on the double by Noguchi. Here's Taguchi, laced up the middle, base hit. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. Motoi Nakamura having a bad day. Umino, fly ball to center field. Coming home is Noguchi. He is out at home. Great throw by Kuroki there. Yeah, this is the wave available on Out of the Park forums. All right, 16 hits. Kusano is going to get the first part of this inning. We might go to Nakamura to deal with Colas. We'll see. We're up by 4. I'd like to think... Oh, wow. Very efficient inning so far. 3 outs, 3 pitches. Kusano fooling him. The 0-2 to Colas. Karabari Sanshin. The changeup, or the sinker gets it done. Yeah, we're just going to let Kusano run at this point. Like, let him have the 9th. Holy smokes. All right, Nishiguchi aboard with a leadoff walk. Feints a steal. Full count to Kwan. Inside ball 4. Tamao Tokuda, known for throwing straight things. Forces Onizuka to flip around. High drive deep to left field. And that one is gone. Ganbare Jitsu. Oh! Jeets does not hit cheapies. It's a Moda show, 5 RBIs, and 11 total bases. And oh yeah, he signed for 6 years plus 2 vesting options. Oh, Munoz high and deep to left. Matsuri-desu! Actually, there is a term in Japanese for back-to-back home runs. It's abekudan, being a translation of the French avec. Oh, where was this on opening night? Is this the game that turns the Buffs season around? Onizuka, opposite field! Ho ho, buddy! You do not put anyone with that kind of a pitching stat against us. Like, let's go to the box score here. Tokuda has had 30 movement and gave up 2 dongers. You just don't do that. It's 11-2 Buffaloes. Taguchi deep to left center field. All right. You know what? I'm at risk of running out of time here. We tag on 4 more runs. Yoop. Oh, jeez. Kusano steals the win from a great start by Kyuji. 4 hit games for Noguchi and Taguchi. The whole lineup gets at least 1 hit. 3 triples in the day. Wow, 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 wow. That's how you resuscitate a season, my friends. Maybe now the offense will stop stinking. All right, we're going to finish the series, and then we're going to check in on our pack space team, and then we're going to kick it over to AZ Axel. 9-8, we get the win. They put on 6 runs against our bullpen. Takanibu Matsuda gets lit into. Uh-oh. Waiwai's injured again. So we sweep the Fighters. We're back to 500. That looks good, like a good place to stop for now. While I sit and panic about what's happening to Yamamoto. So we're just going to sit on this screen for just a little while I log into the PAX Suigi team. Oh yeah, we are like inches away from finishing up. As soon as AZ Axel, and I am going to keep calling him AZ Axel because I'm Canadian and I'm obligated to do that, has started up over at the primary channel, we're going to go raid him. But in the meantime, it is time to go check in on our PAX Space team, the St. Louis du Haha Jokers. Oh yeah, the Privateers are playoff bound. The Bob Cajun Bobs are not. Last I checked, the Epcot Centurions were in the playoff hunt, but I can't divulge more information than that on those clubs because we do not have time. The Jokers are kind of clobbering the snot out of the opposition right now. Kind of, sort of. All right. We got 12 packs to rip. Let's see what good stuff we get. Not a heck of a lot on the first pack. Luis Guillorme, the lead. All right, Camilo Doval. A silver, some sad fetty for him. More silver for Dane Dunning. Silver streak here, Mike Yazdremski. All right, so much for the silver streak. Tony Gonsolin, the lead card here. Paul Fry for the Orioles, next pack. Back with the silvers, Paul Sewell. I'm okay with getting live cards. I've only finished 2 live missions so far. Hey, there we go. That's a duplicate. Darth Bader is going to give me another 1,000 points. Michael Saunders, good Canadian kid. Cat in Canada. Gets me, ooh, close on 2 silver missions from Build a Legend. As the wind continues to howl outside my window. Speaking of Build a Legend, fish upon my wish, man. Joe Nathan. Hot dang. All right. Sell some dupes. Buy a trio of more packs. Let's lock in Joe Nathan. Let's complete the Arizona Diamondbacks and unlock Gene Segura. Unlock Jorge Posada for the Yankees. And get the Dodgers gold pack. Five more packs to rip. I'm keeping an eye. I'm not allowed to cross compete with AZ Axel. He has started up, so we are going to do this quickly. There's one pack. Lee Meadows. I already have him. Ah. All right, he's up on the auction house. Someone go get him. Speedrunning pack rips here. Chris Archer, the lead silver here. Here's the gold pack. Milton Bradley. Nice. All right, that will do it for me. We're going to go raid AZ Axel, and I am going to keep calling him that because it's funny. Thank you for tuning in to the Stampede. We are going to go figure out how next season will look next weekend. I know that we've got the holidays coming up, but we are not stopping. So December 18th, be here to see how the 2034 season shakes out. Firage, take us out. Enjoy the backyard project, everyone.